English-American I names are few and far between, so their conversation went something like this. Maybe Isabel? No, that's too girly for me. Okay. Irene? No, I'm not really feeling it. How about Ivy? Wait, no, I've got it. We'll take the name Alyssa, but make it Ilissa. Huh? Is that how we pronounce it? Ilissa? No, it's still Alyssa, just with an I. At least, that's what I've been telling everyone for the past 22 years. My family has never called me Ilissa or Ilissa. Actually, now that I think about it, they really only call me Liss. Crisis time. How do I pronounce my name?
1 double chocolate mocha, 2 pump cream, Ariana Grande with no whipped cream for... Alicia?
Oh, that's me. It's weird, I know, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Alyssa, and I do feel bad when people misspell it. Not on YouTube, though. I'm aware my identity here is Illy, I mean in real life, and before YouTube. Like when my name is printed on the roster for class, or already written on my homework, or, I don't know, in my email address that you already typed in. I just find spelling someone's name right when it's already spelled out for you is the most basic level of decency you would offer someone. Especially when my name is right there, Professor. I've been in your class for 4 years. Is it some kind of a sick joke? Another problem beyond spelling has been pronunciation, which, again, I totally understand. I'm a level with you guys here. I've never seen that on a mug at Disneyland either. So close, yet so far. What I appreciate, though, is when people say,
Ooh, I'm gonna try my best with this one. Elijah?
Sure, they said it wrong, but they knew that, and they tried their best. What I don't like is this.
Elsa?
Oh no, it's Alyssa.
Nah, that's too hard. I'm gonna call you Gail. Yeah, I like Gail.
Yes, r/that happened. This teacher refused to use my name, told me so, and renamed me on the spot. High school driver's ed class, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, because I've never been called Gail in my entire life, this happened.
How soon should you brake to stop at a stop sign? Gail? Gail, I'm talking to you. Gail, this is unacceptable behavior. Answer me right now.
That idiot Gail is in big trouble.
Gail.
Oh wait, that's me. Now, with everything that I've said, I'm sure you're wondering why I haven't just changed my name if I'm so upset with how others handle it. But that wouldn't really fix the problem either. I've always answered to Alyssa, and as my driver's ed teacher proved, it would be hard for me to get used to a new name. Nicknames, though, are a nice common ground. Before all of this, I was just Alyssa. But when I started my YouTube channel, and as my channel has grown and I've made a bunch of new friends, more and more people started calling me Illy. I do find it interesting, though, considering no one else in the animation community has a nickname. I mean, no one calls Life Noggin Lifey, or Noggin Boy. Noggin Boy, what if we did that?
No.
Maybe a little bit?
No.
As a treat?
No.
Anyways, thanks for watching my videos. My name is Alyssa with an I, and as always, stay safe. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. Thank you to Jimmy, Hannah, and Noggin Boy, also known as Pat, for voicing lines for me in this video. Please check out their fun new channel called Undo Circle. I was just in a video of theirs over there, actually, and you can watch it right here. I'll put a link in the description. I did not script this part of the script. Also, if you got tickets to our pen pal store, I'm very sorry, but we have canceled it due to what is happening currently right now. I'm really sorry, like, we have absolutely no control over this. I do believe it was the best decision to be made, so I will let you know if we decide to do a tour later when it is safer. Do you want to say hi? Junie? If you like what you heard from Junie, you're in luck, because my next video will be about Junie. If it wasn't for this one guy trying to kill me, I wouldn't be the creator I am today. Here's what happened. I was 16 in my junior year of high school. I was on the swim team, I had a part-time job at a frozen yogurt place, but when I wasn't chopping waves and counting change, I was scrolling Tumblr to take the edge off, and one night I came across a video titled Butts. I'd never seen anything like this before. It was animated by what looked like just one person, maybe 2 or 3, I don't know, but not a company. And it was so well done and hilarious. So then I watched all of this guy's videos, and then I found this other dude who was doing the same thing. So then I watched all of his videos, and I was like, didn't know you could do that. I want to do that. But I had no idea where to start. Sure, I had my cheap little drawing tablet, an old wonky version of Photoshop, and enough hand-eye coordination to draw some sick Lion King fan art. But when it came to making that sick Lion King fan art run around to the beat of Fireflies by Owl City the way I was envisioning it so clearly in my head, I was clueless. But then, I Comics, and I'm a huge fan. By the way, what program do you use? And he rightfully never emailed me back because it was listed right there in his about section. And he was hoping that if he did read my email, he didn't connect the dots like 6 years later when we met at VidCon. Lord knows that's all I was thinking about. So I couldn't find that fancy Flash animation software, but that was okay. I continued on with my artistic journey in high school, where I learned how to paint and sculpt and hone my drawing skills even more. But when it was time to start looking into what college I wanted to go to, drawing school and all, but animation looked even cooler. I mean, ever since I was a kid, I was enamored by every Disney movie I'd watch. So I decided then and there, one day, I was gonna work for a major animation studio like Disney. Or at the very least, find that freaking butts animation software. Good God. You know what probably would have helped? Having a better browser. Like Opera Air, a super customizable, dynamic optical shortcut and boy, was I not feeling lucky. Turns out the school I chose was going through a phase, I guess. Back then, they strictly and only taught pencil and paper animation, which sounds really cool at first, right? But we all do know that no one really does this kind of animation anymore, right? Now, I learned a lot, and I really appreciate all my professors and all the wonderful things they taught me. But let's be real, we were living in the Stone Age over there. So when I was in my junior year of college and I caught wind of an internship at a small animation studio that used Toon Boom, the hottest new digital animation program sweeping the nation as well as France and Canada, I took that internship. Even if it meant I was driving 2 hours each way in California traffic, I had to learn something from this era. Because out in the real world, animation programs cost big money, more than a college kid can afford. And it would be so embarrassing to explain to a future interviewer, sorry, I don't know any programs except Flipbook. What's Flipbook? Exactly. Now this internship was for YouTube animator It's Alex Clark. And when I saw that, I said, who? Forgive me, but the last time I knew anything about this niche YouTube community was Butts. Back in 2014. It had been like 3 or 4 years since then. I didn't know this little sapling of a YouTube category had grown into a forest while I was flipping and rolling my spine into a C-curve. There were a lot of new people here, now with millions of subscribers. It was pretty intimidating, so I just clocked in and kept to myself. While working for Alex, I helped mail out merch, I helped answer emails, I grabbed coffee and lunch orders, and of course, I learned Toon Boom bit by bit, once a week, every Wednesday. And despite the soul-sucking LA traffic I waded through uphill both ways, I learned a lot. So one day during winter break while I was taking my time in my aunt's bathroom, I had an idea for a video of my own. My family is pretty spread out all over the country, so I've flown quite a bit by myself, and I've had some funny and weird experiences I thought were worth sharing. I learned a lot about the typical YouTube animation pipeline, so I figured it was time I just tried it out for myself. But the goal was never to become a YouTuber. I saw the stress it put everyone under, so my goal was simple. Before beginning my beautiful pencil and paper 2-minute senior film comprised of over 2,000 drawings, I made a YouTube animation storytime video for fun, and I posted it on an account called Illymation. I knew from life experience that my name is impossible to spell on first introduction, so I started going by Illymation online instead because it's easier to remember, spell, and find should a future employer need to Google me or my work. The last thing I wanted was another Flash animation software fiasco. So whenever I needed to trade paper cuts for keyboard shortcuts, I worked on my YouTube videos. It was the only fun I had. After a couple months, I started to gain a small following, which was super cool. I got to chat with everyone in the comments. We all followed each other on Twitter. We made Discord servers to share art and hang out together. It was really wholesome. But then one fateful summer day, I posted a video about working at Chick-fil-A and this really creepy coworker we dealt with. When I was working on it, I didn't think anyone would really care to click on it, to be honest. It had a much more serious tone than my other videos, and I expected that to be a bad thing. Animation Storytime on YouTube was mostly known for uplifting, lighthearted, happy, silly stories, but to my surprise, the video blew up. It got like 1 million views, and then my other videos started getting more views, and then my channel started getting a ton of new followers and a lot of comments. By the summer of 2018, so just a couple months into this fun little side project, I achieved 100,000 subscribers and a silver plaque from Mr. YouTube in the mail. My channel had also earned enough watch time for YouTube to allow me to run ads on my videos and make money, which was so weird. What started off as just something I did to prepare me for a job opportunity one day was slowly turning into a job opportunity itself. I was making schedules for what videos I wanted to put out, figuring out deadlines I needed to hit, all the while checking out my comment section to figure out why 1 million people showed up here all of a sudden. But not all of them were nice. You're a lawyer paid by the government to brainwash my children. Quit making things up for views. No, she's not. This kind of bad stuff happened to me too. That's just life. You're a lawyer paid by the government to brainwash my children. Quit making things up for likes. Bro, chill, touch grass. And when I saw this, I thought to myself, why would anyone be a YouTuber? And then I made another video, and I stopped reading the comment section every day. Now, even though there are some really nasty people and god-awful things happening down there, Jesus Christ, those comments weren't the ones keeping me up at night. The comments that stuck with me the most back then were the ones saying, I don't see many people discussing the difficult parts of growing up, only the easy and fun parts. This is really cool to see. I went through this too, but I was too scared to talk about it. This video is giving me the courage to get help. Thank you for talking about serious stuff like this. This feedback made me rethink the idea that making a video with a serious topic was somehow a bad thing, because clearly it was becoming a strength. There are a lot of horrible things we go through. They're really tough to talk about, let alone find helpful information about. And I know that feeling of loneliness all too well. Around the same time I was in high school watching silly animated videos about butts and working at Disney, I was also looking at videos about mean boyfriends. Boyfriends who yell at you. Boyfriends who threaten you. Boyfriends who call you fat, ugly, worthless, all kinds of horrible things, unless you do what they say. Because I thought there was something wrong with me. I thought I must have been such a deplorable 16-year-old girlfriend to be deserving this kind of treatment from a 20-year-old man. But then I stumbled across a video of a girl sitting on her bedroom floor, and she opened up about what it was like to be in an abusive relationship, how they met, how he was nice at first, and how he slowly but surely changed her life for the worse, and how hard and unsafe it was to leave. But there she was, sitting there right in front of me, and now living a life so much more open and happy after leaving that guy. She was okay. And although it took me a couple more years to safely leave my abusive relationship, I wish I could remember her username so I could say thank you, because I don't see many people discussing the difficult parts video gave me the courage to get help. So thank you for talking about serious stuff like this on YouTube. So there I was in my college apartment thinking about that girl and the massive impact she had on my life, and I wanted to pay it forward. So I made a video called How I Met My Abusive Ex-Boyfriend, and I began working on the How I Left video to come after it. I made sure to include all the vocab words and resources I wish I could have had back then when I needed it, and that video blew the heck up. It reached so many people far and wide that the other girl who my ex was also treating horribly reached out to me, and I got to meet her, and we talked, and she was able to answer so many questions I had about it all. And of course, the comment section of these videos were a dumpster fire. But you guys know I'm not the only one on here or other platforms who occasionally experience absolute creeps and weirdos, so I know I can't be the only online content creator who continues to ask themselves, why would anyone do this job? But then I have another idea. I write another script, I make another video, because despite everything, I love drawing, I love animating, and I love telling stories. But you should know, I can't say for sure if I'll be a YouTuber forever. Just as I accidentally fell into this line of work, I was just as surprised to find I landed a voice acting role in freaking Beastars? It's small, I voice a bunch of random rabbits, it's been out for a while now, but still, it was so much fun, and I didn't know I could do that. I want to do more of that. But I know these things aren't always going to be on YouTube. Sometimes they have paywalls and all kinds of mainstream industry isms that are far less appealing than a quick little YouTube video. So, whether you are or aren't able to follow my journey as an artist from here on out, thank you all so much for believing in me. Seriously, thank you. And as always, stay safe.